What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good jazz. I want to dive into this West Elm Caleb situation that is going viral on TikTok. And one of the biggest things I've taken from this being in this space is that if you let women talk enough, man, they tell on themselves without even knowing it. And this West Elm Caleb situation is pretty much confirming what we all speak about in this space, that majority women are chasing a small number of men. This West Elm Caleb situation definitely confirms that notion. And the funny thing about it, all these women are trying to shame him and villainize him for doing this, when half of these women they date multiple men at the same time themselves. I was trying to dig for a specific girl who dated this so-called Caleb herself, and she even mentioned that oh yeah, you know, I was just gonna add him to the roster, yada 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 yada. Okay, so by that you admitting already that you're dating multiple men and you want to add him to your roster, only to find out that he was trying to add you to his roster. And then of course when she found out he was dealing with all these other chicks, now she felt some type of way. But you dealing with all these other men at the same time, so what damn difference does it make? You know what I mean? That's women for you, man. Modern women for you, hypocrites. But before I get into this video, before I get into these videos, should I say, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good jazz. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. First, I want to start off with this video, just briefly overgoing what's happened in this situation, and then I'm gonna randomly pick like a couple other videos which pretty much got women telling on themselves. Alright.
Who is West Elm Caleb and why is he ghosting every girl in New York City? Well, let's get into it. So the hashtag West Elm Caleb is literally going viral on TikTok right now. And it's because this one man is love bombing every girl and then literally ghosting them. So allegedly, West Elm Caleb is this guy right here. Some girl posted it, not 100% sure if this is him, but it seems legit. But they call him West Elm Caleb because obviously his name is Caleb, and he's a designer at West Elm. And he's on all these dating apps, and he's messaging girls, love bombing them, sending them amazing Spotify playlists, and then either ghost them immediately before the date or after a few dates. And he's done this to hundreds of girls, it seems like. One girl posted it on TikTok, and then another girl was like, wait, that happened to me. And then another girl was like, that happened to me. I mean, you guys, look at all of these videos. It's insane. All about West Elm Caleb. But anyways, what side are you on? Do you love West Elm Caleb, or did he ghost you? Parcel has some merch. Link in bio, go check it out. But that's who West Elm Caleb is. Who is West Elm Caleb?
Alright, just a brief summary over who this West Elm Caleb is. And I just want to say, man, whoever you are, man, shout out to you, bro, because you literally exposed female nature because of what you did. And women are so fucking delusional that they don't even realize what you did. All they care about is exposing you, when in reality, they're the ones that got exposed, and they don't even fucking know it. Because they living in their own goddamn world. I'm like, this shit is fucking sad. It really is. Check this out. So this is one of the chicks that supposedly he dated. Well, she over here burning her Palo Santo.
I wasn't gonna make a video about this, but I feel like it's my duty as your Asian older sister to warn my New York City girls about this Caleb from West Elm ASAP. So in my recent video, I made a joke to call out this very tall Caleb I went on a date with in New York City, and it kind of went viral, but I kept having girls comment being like, is this the West Elm Caleb? And I'm like, who is this West Elm Caleb, and why do you guys keep asking that? Like, how do you guys all know this guy? I was so confused. But then I get a DM from a Caleb who says he's also very tall, and I click on his bio and it says West Elm Furniture Designer, and I was like, oh my god, is this him? I ignore him, as queens do. Then I get a girl DM me being like, oh my god, are you talking about the West Elm Caleb? And I'm like, who the hell is he? And can you please explain why there's so many girls commenting about him? So we first confirmed that it is the same Caleb that DM'd me, and I'm like, oh my god, why is he everywhere? And she tells me that they've matched on Hinge before, and that they were texting intensely for a while, and he is like love bombing her, even though they've never met up before, like have not gone on a first date. And I'm like, that is the biggest red flag out of all the red flags. Then, of course, he ghosts her. But the funniest part is this girl sends me a TikTok that another girl made gushing about her Hinge date, and she tells me, she's like, I confirmed using my detective work that this is about West Elm Caleb. And the girl in the video is like head over heels gushing about this guy, and it's like so giddy, and I'm like, oh my god, I recognize this girl. That used to be me when I was stupid and naive. And I'm DMing this girl back being like, oh my god, do we tell her? Maybe I am jumping to conclusions because I've only heard one story, but I just feel like love bombing is the gateway red flag to all of the other red flags. And if that many girls are commenting about you on a TikTok, that just like doesn't look good. And this is why we need that app I just talked about, where we can leave reviews of guys we've dated on Hinge, because then I don't have to make this subtle video trying to warn this girl. I'm just gonna leave it up to the TikTok gods now, and if this video shows up on your For You page and you happen to be dating a West Elm Caleb, consider yourself warned, and maybe keep your guard up. I wasn't gonna make a video about this, but I feel like it's my duty as
I love it, man. I love it. Like, I really, really, really do. Like, she told on herself. She told on women a couple times in this video. Notice, remember the part when she said this multiple times. Like, who are all the, how do all you girls know who this is? How do you girls all know who this is? Girls commenting on there. Oh, he did that to me. Oh, wait, he did that to me. And then notice how they mentioned, how she mentioned he was tall. And that he was love bombing. Which is a red flag. Women know love bombing is a red flag, but you wanted to know why she ignored it? Because he's 6'4". I just mentioned that in a previous video. Men 6 foot or taller is only 14% of the male population. And I also mentioned in that video how women will overlook certain attributes and red flags when you're rare in other aspects. For example, being tall, being well endowed. This is why I call women disingenuous creatures. Because deep down inside, they know these things are rare in men. That's why they overlook the red flags to deal with those two in particular tangibles that I'm referring to. They know how rare those things are. That's why those guys can get away with sleeping with other women and they'll still stay with them. That's the reason why those guys can treat women like trash and they'll still stay with them. Because deep down, those women know, damn, I'm gonna have a hard time finding another dude that's that tall and being able to keep him. Damn, I'm gonna have a hard time finding another dude that's big like that and be able to keep him. Like I said in the last video, if you have a guy that falls under the 14% that's 6 foot or taller, or the somewhere between 2 and 3% that are considered well endowed, which is they consider well endowed, I think 6.5 or 7 inches and higher, somewhere between there and up. If you don't fall under those percentages, oh yeah, you as a man, you got to be on your shit. Because if you ain't in the top percentages of one of those two categories, Oh yeah, man. I'm like, you ain't. I'm like, these women ain't gonna give you no kind of wiggle room. You ain't bruh. Your margin for error is like this. Dead ass. Like, you know how many times I done seen that women post the same thing where like if your thing don't hang past your ball sack, watch how you talk to me, or if yo, you know what I mean, ain't X amount of inches, you know what I mean, don't even speak to me, or watch how you raise your voice, watch your tone. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, you gotta be well endowed just to be able to have a backbone now. That's how fucking delusional these modern women done got. Make it make sense, bro. Like, for real. I'm gonna show. Oh yeah, I gotta show y'all this, man. I mean, this really exposed. She really exposes it.
Time for story time. So 6 weeks ago, I matched with this man on Hinge, and it was really fun. It was cute because this was a man that I was like, oh, I actually like him. And when I tell you I've been through the dating trenches in New York City, I have been through the trenches. Literally anything that could go wrong has gone wrong. But that's a story for another day. But anyway, so this man was sending me
translation. She been running through bodies, but let's keep it moving.
Really cute messages. He sent me this below. I have a really good feeling about you. I'm really excited. This was before our first date. So I was like, he likes me. Wrong. So then he sent me this playlist. Super cute, I know, right? But then I noticed on his Spotify that he made the same playlist, just named it different things for like different women. So I called him out on it. But I was like, no worries, you know, maybe this is his move. He seemed a little introverted, so I'm like, this is his move. I'll give him that. Still sus. I was like, game peep game. It's okay. But
like I said, they overlook red flags when they know they're dealing with a man that other women want. He's 6'4". This man made the same playlist for multiple women. She knew it and she still overlooked it. And she came up with her own excuse. Oh, he's kind of he's probably kind of introverted. Bro, they tell on themselves, bro. Just keep watching.
First date, we have dinner together, and then he's like, I want to see you again tomorrow. We're going to the Met. So we go to the Met. And at the end of it, he sends me this photo he took of me. So I was like, wow, he likes me, right? He likes me. So I date this man again for like the next few weeks. Like, it's over Christmas time, mind you, so it's like a week and a half of that was not spent in the city. But we're still texting every day. Like, he's blowing up my phone nonstop, telling me how much he likes me, how much he can't wait to see me, how he has really good feelings about me, can't imagine his life without me, like all these different things. And then one day he's like, what are your intentions? And I was like, well, you're the only man I'm dating right now, so there's that. Didn't ask for his intentions then. Should have done that though. And then he sent me these messages. And he discussed this, like, I feel on Hinge, people just routinely talk to someone for a day and then meet someone else and pretend the previous didn't exist. And then he said, I'll ghost you soon, don't worry. I thought it was a joke. Apparently not a joke. Very upfront. So then he sent me this. He sent me this after, like, our second date. Could have been third. I think it might have been the third date. That he deleted his Hinge. Obviously he didn't. But according to him, he did. So he randomly stopped texting me, like, out of the blue. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he was super short. Noticed vibes were off. And so then I was checking in, like, are you okay? What the fuck is going on? This is really weird. And he sent me this. And then he told me he was still active on Hinge. I gotta do part 2. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna see this part 2. on. Let me find it real quick. Like, 'cause I gotta see this.
Okay, part 2. I'm so sorry this is taking so long. I could talk about this for hours after I did a whole synopsis on it.
I bet you could talk to about it for hours.
You would know. So anyways, this man randomly is like going MIA, and I'm like asking if he wants to hang out. I'm like, hey, you want to hang out? You want to do anything? Meanwhile, he was like rushing me out of his home Saturday, and then refused to hang out with me on Sunday, because he was going on dates with other women. That was the kicker. Going on dates with other women. That's why he couldn't hang out with me. But in his mind, he just needed the data online with other women. Also, this is no shade at women, because they all deserve to be dated by really great people. Not by this guy, but by really great people. Everybody deserves that. And I hope y'all find love. Anyway, what y'all really came here for was his reveal. But I'm posting this not so y'all can like harass him, but just so you know that he's sus, and I don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else or the thousands of other women in the comments. But this is him. And y'all might be like, Kelly, what? This man? No, this man, he's got a mustache, a butt chin, and he's 6'4". And he'll tell you nice things about yourself that he later will ghost you for. But the point is, just avoid him, maybe if somebody's a therapist, can they recommend themselves to him? I tried to talk to him, call him out, and call him in. But he was not about it at all. So ladies, if you're out there, and you're praying for a tall man, because I'm a tall gal too, to walk into your life with a mustache, who's a little artsy, not a finance bro, make sure he goes to therapy. Make sure he goes to therapy. He doesn't have access to therapy? I'll send him a link. And I thought about not posting this and being like, you know what, Kelly, take the higher road. And then, I realized he didn't call, text, or even try to apologize to me, so I said, no. The girlies need to know. The girlies of NYC need to know. Watch the snakes, cause they're watching you. Yeah. Okay, part 2. I'm so sorry this is taking so long.
Female nature exposed, bro. It is what it is, man. I love it, bro. I genuinely do. Like, men need to see this. Men need to see this. And it's funny, man, because they think, don't get me wrong, y'all are exposing him, but women aren't smart enough to stop and think like, wait a second. If all of us are owning up to this, that, like the one girl said in the first picture, yeah, if you're going viral on TikTok for it, that isn't a good look. No. The fact that all of y'all women are admitting that all of y'all are chasing this one guy is not a good look. And it just confirms everything that we talk about in this space. So when women come in this space and want to get in their fucking feelings, West Elm Caleb, I swear, next time any woman wants to sit over here and get in their feelings when I'm spitting these facts to them, I'ma just tell them look up West Elm Caleb on TikTok. I'ma just tell them to do that. Like, this is the perfect example of most women ignoring most men. I ain't got nothing else to say. I really don't. Alright, guys. That's gonna be the end of this here. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good jazz. Oh yeah, man, just for the record, this is my old bedroom growing up. I know people are probably going to be looking at this and be like, damn, there's a whole bunch of random shit in this room. It look messy. Like, my mom took over this room once I moved out, and she's pretty much just made this space her own, so don't judge. I don't got anything to do with this room anymore, man. I got my own place and whatnot. All right. Again, man, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all take care, all right? Peace.